Hey, my peeps, I trust you're well. I trust that God is walking with you and you're walking with Him as we come towards the end of this month of April. I want to just give you an encouragement from God's Word. I have been reading through the book of Proverbs. It's interesting because I made a commitment to read through the book of Proverbs for 2 years, once a month. And so this year is when I began. I've been having such an incredible time. Today is 28th of April. And so the word I read today, the word that stood out for me, Proverbs 28:19, it says, a hardworking man always has enough. And then the person who chases fantasies ends up with poverty. And it's interesting because I wanted to really speak today about procrastination. Procrastination is that dreamy state where you find yourself thinking, I'll do it tomorrow. You're chasing fantasies. You're like, when I finally get to do it, I'll do this. And one of the things I really think is imperative for us in this season of COVID-19 is quick action, thinking and action. If you're a business person, if you are a family person, I feel like God has given us an opportunity for a reset. And that reset isn't going to come from wishful thinking. It's going to come from you doing the actions. There's some things you've always wanted to do, but just never. You always gave yourself the reason you had no time to do it. You always wanted to read God's word more. Hey, you have time now. You always wanted to grow into better relationships with your family. Well, you're stuck with them now. You always wanted to read more books, to start new ideas, to learn new skills. Hey, you know what? The best time to do this was yesterday. The next best time is today. And so I just want to encourage you that you will start. Whatever that idea is. By the way, this is not the time for you to be waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't do that on normal days. Why would you make this that time? This is the time for you to be retooling yourself. Yes, get the work done you need to do for your office, but this is also the time for you to be thinking, how do I add new skills? How many books am I going to be reading a month now that until we're out of this season? What are some of the things that I need to be doing to add my skills? Some of you have always wanted to learn some computer, some programming, some making apps, whatever it is. This is a season for you to do it. So one of the things I've been doing is, as you know, we've been doing our garden, and I mean, look at it. We just planted the other day. We showed you the videos. It's already full. You can see our carrots over there, really looking blossomy, and can't wait to enjoy them. There's some beetroots that are coming up as well. We've got different kinds of greens. We've got all our dania or parsley here, and I've got another whole garden over there, and then my whole big garden over here. I've got my arrowroots in these troughs over here, and man, I love those things. I've got some cassava as well growing. You saw my chicken the other day. And so it's almost like, for me, it's saying any spare moment I have, it's a time for me to just sharpen my skills. I'm doing things I've never done before. I'm running a business service. I've always wanted to do it, but it's like, this is a time. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. Those things you've always wanted to do, this is a time. If you allow yourself to just sit home, feel sorry for yourself, if you just allow yourself to sit home and wait for the time you'll be called back to work, you're wasting an opportunity and a moment. And so I just want to challenge you with those words. This coming month of May, I also want to invite you to read through the book of Proverbs with me. Read one chapter a day, starting from Friday, which is May the 1st. So we're going to be reading one chapter, and every day just read that chapter and ask yourself, what did God say to me? Write that down. What's the thing I'm going to do? Because the Proverbs are very practical. It's not just a big theological book. It's like here it is. It's like, what do I do out of this every day? So pick one thing that you want to do. And that's what we're calling the Proverbs Challenge. And if you can walk with some friends, even better. If you can invite 4 or 5 friends, walk with them, form a little group, like a WhatsApp group or something, and every day each person just shares their one life-changing thing. You always learn more when you learn with others. That's actually part of the wisdom of the Proverbs. And then lastly, maybe once a week you can get together and do a little Zoom call or some kind of get together and be able to just exchange, like, hey, how is this changing my life? And then pray for each other. This is a season for us to walk together. Listen, I believe God is bringing a reset to us. This is a season not for us to regret or to wish things had worked differently. This is a season for us to to grab hold of the opportunity, to seize the day and the opportunity that God has given us. So God bless you, praying for you, and let's see how we get out of this thing, not just survive it, but thriving and stronger and better. Bless you.